Cloud security can be a complex area, and with security being top of mind for businesses and organizations, it becomes crucial when having to address and manage emerging security threats and risks that can occur in their cloud and application lifecycle. This becomes important in order to figure out what types of security solutions are going to help address those security risks and gaps. There are security solutions that are there today that can do what needs to be done to be able to manage these types of threats and risk. However, a lot of these types of solutions take an independent approach that can make it challenging overall in how to strategically manage and implement these types of security solutions throughout your application and workload lifecycle. And overall, with this bigger challenge, it is how do you manage the overall landscape of all your security tools while also being able to strategically and continuously achieve your security and compliance goals across your workloads and applications. In this video, we're going to talk about Cloud Native Application Protection Platform, also known as CNAPP. CNAPP was coined by Gartner as a unified and tightly integrated set of security and compliance capabilities designed to secure and protect cloud-native applications across development and production. So what does that mean for businesses and organizations that are looking to not only adopt, but even consider replacing their security and compliance strategies and approaches? Well, with the CNAPP platform, it consists of some critical and key common components that are available today. Some of those key components can be considered as CSPM, CWPP, and SIEM. To start, CSPM is Cloud Security Posture Management. And with this type of security solution, it generally provides the ability to continuously monitor your cloud infrastructure environments and data, and be able to offer configuration management across these types of environments. And that can be done by proactively implementing and applying controls based on regulatory and security requirements that can help surface any misconfigurations in these type of environments and be able to allow you to quickly assess your security and compliance state and any sort of security issues and compliance risks that may come up. The next key component of a CNAPP platform is CWPP, also known as Cloud Workload Protection Platform. This type of security solution is targeted on how can you protect your workloads. Workloads such as containers, hosts, virtual machines, serverless functions, and more. And the key capabilities that are generally provided in a CWPP solution consist of being able to detect threats continuously and manage and surface vulnerabilities that may occur and be discovered across your workloads and applications. This becomes important when being able to not only address security risk up front, but be able to potentially remediate them as they're discovered. The next key component for a CNAPP platform is SIEM, also known as Cloud Identity Entitlement Management. This security solution is generally targeted at the process of how to not only manage your identities, but be able to manage the identities of a single and multi-cloud. This can consist of access rights, privileges, and permissions. Now, not only is the management of identities important for your cloud environments, but being able to surface any unintentional and excessive permissions that can lead to threats and data breaches is what's going to be achieved when you adopt a SIEM security solution. Again, these are key common components of a CNAPP platform. However, there are more types of components that can be considered and tightly integrated in a CNAPP platform, which makes it a compelling type of security platform and strategy to adopt. Now, what are some of the benefits that businesses and organizations can consider as they are looking to either adopt a security approach for their cloud or potentially displace and replace to be able to effectively meet their security and compliance goals strategically and uniformly? A CNAPP platform can provide you centralized management, and not only centralized management of their overall postures, but be able to also centrally manage the different types of automation and monitoring results that can come up from the different types of security solutions that are applied and implemented into their workloads. So this means that you can have a centralized view of all of your types of results that can come up into a visible, unified form where you can essentially see how can you manage the security and compliance overall and be able to understand where your posture is for your business and organization. This can also lead to the ability to have more insights and visibility into your cloud environments, so that way you can really understand where your workloads are and how are they doing against security requirements that either your organization sets or that regulatory frameworks are requiring. And this becomes crucial as you not only proactively identify these types of security risks and threats, but be able to address them and prevent them in the future. And with that comes earlier detection of these types of threats and vulnerabilities to be able to effectively understand how can you not only address these types of threats and vulnerabilities in production, but from the development to production state. And this helps development and DevOps team be able to be more productive in the sense of how can they not only apply this level of automation that is available, but to be able to also detect these types of risk and issues earlier on in the pipeline process. And with that becomes, again, adding not only a level of automation, but being able to have extensive and cohesive automation that is supported throughout a CNAPP platform and throughout your security solutions that are tackling your individual areas that need to be focused and addressed. And lastly, the biggest part of what a CNAPP platform can provide and address is what we talked about earlier, those challenges of how do you manage multiple security solutions that can be available today that you're already adopting today, and being able to understand how can we reduce the overhead and complexity that is required to be able to manage and maintain these independent approaches, as well as how to reduce the level of overhead and manual effort that is required in order to be able to address your security and compliance posture. And these are going to be some of the key benefits to consider when looking at a CNAPP platform and considering how can you apply this strategically into your business and organization security and compliance structure. To learn more about CNAPP, you can select the link below and learn more through the Kuppinger-Cole Leadership Compass report on CNAPP. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or want to share your thoughts about this topic, please leave a comment below.